The whole idea that a person could have ownership over anything or anyone else was projected into your origin at a critical point. Precise characteristics were included, genetically reproduced in a specific fashion, for slavery to be possible. Since then, what has been reinforced into the psyche of man is that an exalted being made him, a capital G-O-D. This G-O-D had knowledge, power, and ability that man did not have access to. Space vehicles reinforced the charade. God descended from the heavens. With this dialogue running through the background of man's every thought, a tendency to worship is reinforced. This is not the natural compulsion of a creator being, but it has become so in man. It was an intentional thought placed specifically into the mind of man so that he would be easy to control and to own. If you have something valuable that another person does not, you are no longer seen as equal but somehow superior. This is a false superiority, depending on what it is you hold, rather than who it is you are. In fact, superiority is a misunderstanding of value. The story of the Emperor's new clothes is a way, just one of the ways, we've chosen to tell ourselves the truth. The Emperor is in fact naked, and looks just like everyone else that way. It is his delusion and desire that has him elaborately robed. In fear, his subjects don't point out the obvious. It takes a child to speak the truth. Think about your own inner dialogue, recalling thoughts you held before you were taught otherwise. Were they thoughts of worship? If you watch children, you'll see no such segregation or subjugation played out, unless the necessary motivating emotion of fear is present. What infuses any notion of obedience as valid is a sense of foreboding. Without fear of loss, there is no reason to obey. All of these, ownership, worship, obedience, and fear, have been mystically bound together inside this thing labeled religion. The basis of any religion is idolatry of some sort, another idea that places exclusive value on a person or thing that by itself holds no such attribute. While it may be a valid observation that some physical objects and people conduct energy or evoke emotion better than others, there is no advantage or requirement to revere them. We are all creator gods. The manipulation of physical materials into art, architecture, machine, or magic is accomplished the same way each time, by us. As there is no hierarchy in the man making, wearing, or using the object, there is no hierarchy in the object. Now I ask you, where would our religions be today without their ornate churches and synagogues, fine robes, and sacred articles? Each has been placed into the fabric of humanity to solidify this idea of ownership and to initiate worship. The sovereign being worships and waits for no one. You are the one you've been waiting for.